Welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday. We're not starting with tennis, and we're actually starting with a multiple event. How do I call it? Multiple event. We have, okay, I'm trying to get the right word to get it. Because you have football, you have athletics, you have, those are just, whatever. But when you now have cycling, swimming, and also athletics together, it is called triathlon. So I don't know whether it's a multiple event. Okay, they are here, they will explain. Let's explain it. I have my guest in the house. We have Bola Joko, Dixon Obeche. She's here. They are organizing the Lagos Triathlon Fiesta. Last year we talked about, we spoke with them last year, and we also went and covered those events where you see people running, swimming, and cycling. 3-tasking job. Also here we have Ioma Osimiri. How are you?
I'm fine,
You're the secretary of Lagos Triathlon.
Exactly, sir.
While the lady is the chairperson of the LOC,
exactly.
organizing committee for the Fiesta.
Yes,
so let me start with you. What is this all about?
Well, triathlon is a kind of multiple sports compressed into one.
Okay.
You swim, you bike, and you run.
The first one is the swimming.
Yes.
Then after that you bike.
Yes.
After biking before you run.
Now run, yes.
Okay.
It also has some other variants, like aquathlon and duathlon. In aquathlon, you run, you swim, you run.
Okay.
Then in duathlon, you run, you bike, you run. So these are new.
Wait. Come back again. Duathlon.
I say those are other variants.
Aquathlon.
Aquathlon.
That's two
variants. Yes.
You swim, you run.
No. You run, you swim, then you run.
So why they call aquatic? Aquatic.
From aquatic, that's why you get aquathlon.
But the race is dominating because you have 2 races to 1 to 1.
Well, but essentially is the swimming that is most interesting.
Okay.
So that is it. So those are the variants.
All right.
And as a matter of fact, too, there's another variant that is coming up. That is for the people who are physically challenged.
Okay.
Paralympics.
Okay.
And they expected that by 2016, when the game will come up, that they will.
I saw it in Beijing, exactly. Where it was 10,000 meters.
Exactly.
It was fantastic.
Exactly.
And I saw them swimming. Swimming.
Exactly.
I mean, there was this South African lady. She was doing so well. Right. I followed her actually because of that.
Yeah.
Okay. Let us come to the Fiesta. Bola, what is this all about?
Well, we're trying to promote triathlon in Lagos State and Nigeria in general. And what we're trying to do here is to catch the young people so that we can have athletes that can represent Nigeria at the Olympics and also at World Triathlon Series. We started in 2012 with the first edition of the Triathlon Fiesta. Then we had a second edition last year, which was in 2012. And then now we're having the third edition. And you find out that when we started initially, we had about 20 schools and clubs that participated. By the second edition, we increased the population to about 40 to 60. And now we are hoping that we'll have up to 100 that will come and participate. The idea is I want to identify budding athletes, not just pick them along the road, but from institutions. That's why we go to primary schools, secondary schools, and even tertiary institutions so that we can identify athletes that are educated enough to represent the country anywhere and have the potential to become gold medalists at the Olympic and World Triathlon Series.
Okay. When is it actually starting?
We're starting the Fiesta tomorrow, which is Monday 27th, and it's going to run through a whole week. Triathlon is a very enduring sport. You need stamina. Because of this, we are going to have what we call a pasta party, where we are going to invite the athletes and build their carbo load, because you need a lot of energy to be able to do this 3-in-1 event, as you call it. So when they come for the pasta party, we'll educate them about the sport because there are rules, there are guidelines on how to do it. For instance, you just don't jump into the water. We have to be sure that you are water safe. And if you want to cycle, we have to be sure that you have your bicycle helmet and other things like that. So we have to teach them about the sport, how it evolved, what it entails, and the techniques they can use, and also register them so that when they come for the main event, they know what is expected of them. We're able to take appropriate care of them, and they can express themselves to their potentialities. And then we can now identify those that have the talent and key them into the Lagos State Adopt a Talent program, and then keep on monitoring them until they develop further.
Okay, Iheoma, is this just all about catch them young or the established ones? Because last year we saw some established athletes do this particular triathlon.
Yes, what we are looking at is, if you look at Nigeria, you discover that everybody keeps talking about football. And it sometimes gets one pissed off as if that is the only game that is available to participate in. So we want to, we are trying as much as possible to ensure that we develop this game so that it has a lot of potentials. The youths will have to redirect their energies towards meaningful development. We also want to see how we can use it also to bring Nigeria back to her glory in terms of sport. So it involves a lot of things. That's why we try as much as possible to get some partners who will look at what we are doing and key in. And we are happy that people like you are out there for us to, key in and ensure that we let the world know what we are doing. Because if you go out and ask so many people, I just come across some friends, I tell them we are doing something about triathlon. They will say, what? People who ordinarily, who are enlightened, they don't know anything about triathlon. Everybody keeps talking about Messi, Barca, Real Madrid, as if that is the only thing we have to do.
Does this have any tourist potential?
It does.
It does.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like last year we were in Switzerland just for a science and triathlon event, and we were surprised that Nigeria was the only representative of Africa in such an event.
South Africa was not there?
No. We were the representatives of Africa. And we're also able to develop a paper on how triathlon is growing in Nigeria. So if we're able to develop this sport further, we can also host the world and let them come here to come and host the triathlon event. So it has a lot of tourist potential. Apart from that, even though we're catching them young now, because we want to build an army of athletes, we don't want it to be like football that after sometimes now we are no more having people that can represent us to the gold or the highest level. So we want to have a continuous flow of champions. And for you to do this, you have to keep on nurturing and monitoring them as they evolve. We also open to those that are already established. But the problem we are having now has to do with records. Like, as you said, last year some people were there. But is their timing competitive enough? And that's why we have to organize this fiesta so that we can identify them, then see what their timing is, and see whether they're even doing better than other countries. And if that is the case, next year we're having a World Triathlon Series. If we're able to get partners that can help us out, then we can sponsor these athletes abroad.
I know the issue of partner sponsorship in Nigeria. It is quite difficult for other sports apart from football. Yes. You can have some sports like cricket and other who have maybe self-sponsoring. Yes. Are doing just that. But let me take you back to this. When we see triathlon outside the country, we see them doing it in streams and some rivers. Yes. But it's like, for now, you only do it inside the swimming pool. Immediately, your water is indoor.
Okay, what we are doing now is indoor.
But in Lagos, we have streams. We have a lot of streams. Yeah. Is there any way you could partner with people? Yeah. Because we want to use these streams for triathlon. Yes. Can they clean it up? Can they, sterilize it? Can they, treat the water? Can they make it, that people can, to wade in?
That's a beautiful one. Like last year, even my chairman had the same vision.
Yeah.
I went to the Navy town. We saw a beautiful ocean there, a nice lagoon.
Yes.
And we're impressed that even the children there could even swim across it.
Okay.
But as you said, we need resources, because before you can put people into such an open, natural environment, you need adequate safety measures so that we don't have incidents. So if we're able to get appropriate support, we are hoping that the next event we'll have will be able to make use of an open...
Can you partner with Nigerian Navy on that part, on safety?
In addition to what you have said, there was a time we had to do an audit of the waters within Lagos.
Definitely.
We went to Ikorodu, we went to Babich, we went to Ekpe. We saw that we have a lot of potentials within Lagos State.
Okay.
But one of the problems we had was that most of the waters look polluted.
That is the problem.
Yes,
that is
and they are not something. Exactly. You can't just dive into the water. Exactly. Exactly. So what we have now decided to do is that we have to partner with the authorities like the Nigerian Navy, like you have said.
Lagos State government?
Lagos State government, of course, we are lucky. We have a governor who is interested in sports, and
The guy, he has just 1 year more.
well, notwithstanding, we are believing that we are believing that when he leaves, we should get somebody who should do as much as he has done. Exactly. We should live beyond individuals.
Yes.
The system should be stable.
Put a legacy.
Put structures on ground so that even if it's not a fashioner, another person, you can come and do it.
Yes.
But when institutions are not strong, that's where you say, if this man goes, what happens? We want to go beyond that. Let it be that whether the man is here or not, the structures are there. So we are believing that to the extent he has gone, even if he leaves, somebody should come and start from that point. And we know that the way we are looking at it, we are believing that in the next 3, 4 to 5 years, we must have a very stable triathlon organization. That is where people can go and win.
Okay.
Not rest for Nigeria.
Well, briefly tell Nigerians the benefits of triathlon. Briefly, the benefits.
Okay,
yes.
triathlon has a lot of benefits even for the health.
Yeah.
It's a complete sport. It has to do with swimming,
Yeah.
biking, and running. It gives you health because by the time you are swimming, you know your brain, all the muscles in your body is concentrated in the effort. Apart from that, the biking and the running aspect also help you with your circulation. So in terms of health, it will help us live a healthier life. One thing about triathlon that differs from other sports is an age group event, which means age is not a barrier at all. I'm a triathlete. I do it also. You can
You do everything. You do volleyball. Well, I do volleyball. I'm doing everything. How many events have you done in Nigeria?
I can't count.
When you do like how many?
More than 7 or 8.
What else are you okay? So
at the competitive level.
Yeah, that should be easy. Okay, decathlon is 10.
10, yes.
8 is supposed to be for women.
Octathlon.
Okay. Let us not pass that. All right.
So you find out that it's, as I said, it's an age group event, which means a child of 6 will start from 6. You can keep on doing triathlon till you grow and you finally get to God. You can almost keep on doing it to heaven, Papa. You find out that now it's a family sport. The problem we're having in Nigeria is there's a divorce now. The family doesn't have time to come and bond together. Triathlon.
So are you inviting families?
Of course. Yes, they should come. Yeah.
I mean, because when you want to teach the kids, I mean, that their parents, I mean, maybe you teach both the children.
Yes, and in fact, the parents can compete. I remember at the last triathlon series in Auckland, and a woman of 80 years competed, and she finished the whole event.
Wow.
You can imagine, 1.5 kilometers swimming, 40 kilometers biking, and 10 kilometers running. An 80-year-old woman. So that means that every one of us can do it. And since it's a family event, you come, and if you feel like competing, we register you on the spot. Come and have fun.
Where are
We're doing it at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. Like
in the center of Lagos?
Yes.
Okay.
Our pastor party is on Tuesday from 1:30 till about 5 at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, the sports bar. Then after that, we'll start registration, which runs all through the week. Then by Friday, we'll start the main competition. We have the aquathlon, duathlon for the under 18. Then on Saturday, we'll have continuation of the aquathlon, duathlon, and also the triathlon for under 18. Then on Sunday, we have the final event and the closing ceremony. So please, come one, come all. It's a family event. Come and spend this wonderful trip.
I will need a bike, because I don't know if I can float in water. I don't know the last time I swam. I'm inviting, on their behalf, come to Teslim Balogun, come with your family, come with everybody. Your kids from 6-year-old, they say even when they are 90, you can come with even our parents as we come with our children. And then let's clear our lungs, let's get fitter. And also, like I said, you can explore this. Maybe by the time we're talking about the 3rd, 4th event, it might be an international event, and people from around the world, Lagos will not have maybe that tourist thing. But when you're able to identify those audits that you did, 2, 3, and ask government to develop with you, ask the Navy to guide you and protect you, for the safety purposes, but we're having an event. Okay, thank you, Homa, for coming here.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Bola.
Thanks, and please tell the corporate partners, be socially responsible, invest in sports.
I don't want to charge you, maybe I'm not making money.
We're very appreciative to Channel. Thank you so much, Channel.
This is Channel Sport on Sunday. Thank you, gentlemen. We're taking a break. We'll be right back. And when we come back, yes, we shall take a look at a little bit of basketball. And also, there is the event today in Manchester, Chelsea. Can Manchester United stop Chelsea unbeaten run? Stay tuned. It is Channel Sport on Sunday. Excitement never stops.